down to a plume. How is this relevant? I haven't a clue, but it's Shafey's palace. This stuff is good, it's made of rock solid wood. That contradicts, but I don't care, 'cause it's really good. I know you're thinking that this girl should just get on with Shafey's palace.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of Shafey's Palace with Mike Celia. He was here for the last episode with Tanika Charles playing guitar, but he's here to do his own stuff this time. Mike is a great folk/blues artist who's gained many accolades in the Toronto and Mississauga communities. Most recently, he was nominated for Best Blues Artist at the Toronto Independent Music Awards. He's also quite active in putting on benefit shows, getting money for charities such as Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is where we actually met.
Yep.
What a great day in life. I wanted to rewind in time for a moment and talk about your growing up. I know you come from quite a musical family. With your brother David Celia being a folk musician as well.
Yeah.
And what that was like, how it influenced you and your music.
Well, there's a lot of music in my house. It's probably one full generation apart from between me and the oldest brother. I have 2 brothers and a sister, 4 of us, so there was an eclectic mix of music always happening in the house. And I just listened to everything. I had no choice. I was kid brother. I didn't buy CDs.
You couldn't change the station on the radio or anything.
No, I'd just go through the LPs and remember that song, Dave, you were playing? And something, I remember I used to listen to Boston a lot. I was a little bit of a sucker for a love song, love ballad.
You still are, man.
No, that's it. I am. I do love a good love ballad. It's true. And then I don't know. I just kept playing and or listening to music, getting into it, loving music. I always felt like a really, really strong connection. When I was really young, I used to listen to Pat Metheny, which is kind of weird because Pat Metheny isn't really kids material, you know what I mean? But I remember going to sleep. I shared a room with Dave, so we used to listen to music going to sleep. And I remember listening to Pat Metheny. It was that Still Life Talking album. I still can hear it in my head, always playing over. Sometimes when I go to bed, I just lie down and I think I'm there again. But a big mix, and Dave sort of got me into playing. Actually, I got into playing music because I thought guitar looked cool. I never really cared about it when Dave first started playing.
I think that's why everybody starts playing an instrument.
Yeah, it is kind of cool, isn't it? I think I saw these guys at a... What happened was there was 2 guys who played at a... what do you call those talent shows at school? And 2 guys just brought out 2 electric guitars and they played every lick they knew. They never played one full song, and they never, they probably learned like 5 licks, played those 5 licks, and walked off the stage. And I remember hearing nothing but girls screaming, and I was just like, I have to learn that. So I think I went home that day. It was probably that day, and I asked David.
I need an electric guitar in my life.
Oh, I didn't care what guitar I played, man. It had to be a guitar, and I had a lot of them at home. So. I asked Dave, and he sort of got me into teaching myself, and kind of moved from there and started playing.
And you started playing, and fast forward to now, you just about a year ago or so ago, he finished his 5-song EP called Things I've Sold, which is a great EP. I like the story behind this because it was recorded mostly in his basement at home with his friend Nick Lindano. And it's got a very organic feel to it, which is a nice change actually from the over-processed stuff we used to listening to. And I wanted to know why you decided to go that route.
Probably because it was convenient. I met Nick. We were gigging together at the time. He was playing with a band called the Club Treehouse, not the Club Treehouse. And we met, and Nick was a student studying engineering at engineering school, and just hung out one day. He started talking to me. He said, I'd like to do my final project on you. We went in the studio. We were lucky enough to do it at Metalworks, which was great. Super experience, learning about all that, that realm of things. And when we were done that, he got an A, and we just said, well, we got to keep moving with this. So we did, and it became an EP. And we recorded it wherever we could. Most of it in my basement, but some of it done at your place.
At my place?
Yeah, that's right. Or I know we did it at another friend's place once. We recorded a cajon because we liked the acoustics of the room. Nice high ceilings. I remember we had mics all over the room in a weird way. It was a lot of fun, you know.
A good experience.
Toting around with that little laptop and just moving along.
Going along with it.
Yeah.
And then last August in 2007, you and other bands, Four Lines and The Last True Gentleman, took a nice old-fashioned tour across Canada with your music.
Yeah.
And I want to know what that was like, how it was received in different cities, and what that experience was like, period.
Sure. That was my first time ever doing anything like that. I've done traveling, you know, backpacking, but incorporating music was just, it seemed like the logical next step for me anyways, right? Because it's just what I do. So we went along. I was lucky enough to have members, actually both members of The Last Two Gentlemen, both original members were my rhythm section whenever I had a band. And Curtis Godwin, lead singer and guitar player of Four Lines.
Wicked musician.
Fantastic musician. All great musicians.
Yeah.
We should say, of course.
It's
You know
nice that
them
you
all
guys
as well.
played for each other,
We did.
backed each other up, so it was very family supportive.
Totally.
Yeah.
Communal. We played a couple shows together where it worked out that they were my band and they also played. So somebody said, you guys should go on tour. And I'm not even joking. It was about 6 months later we were gone.
Yeah.
It was literally about a month later we were in Andrew's house talking up a storm and then we were gone on our way. And
Why not?
It was fun. It was such a great experience to learn about that and then to see Canada.
Canada. I've never been to the East Coast, and I heard that's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we didn't do the East Coast. I wish we
Oh,
did.
okay. Well, next time we'll
Montreal
go to the East
west.
Coast.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
in.
down.
It's already in the works.
Cool.
This is proof.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't back down on it. We can't flake out.
I'm there. I'm going.
Okay.
We're going.
Okay, cool.
I also wanted to let Mike tell you all where you guys can find out about him, his stuff, and get to know a little bit more about him.
Sure. I have my website would be mikecelia.com, which for now is just a MySpace. So you can go to myspace.com/Mike Celia as well.
And I'll let them know as usual where it is. Just Mike Celia at the bottom of the screen. So
Yeah, perfect. Oh yeah, the little flat. Is
Yeah,
that what you're gonna do?
flash.
I
Yeah.
guess. Oh yeah, that's what you did for everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else always talks about it too, don't they?
I think
It's
so.
starting
They're
to
like,
become a
"That's cool."
cliche.
Yeah.
All right, I'm the last one.
Yeah.
I said it.
Anyway, guys, next up, you know what's next up? It's called Do What They Say. Mike and I are going to do a little ridiculous skit for you called The Adventures of Giles and Jives. So stick around.
Who am I?
You're Giles.
All right.
I'm
Jives.
Javs.
What up, Javs?
What up, Giles?
Just waiting.